Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how you can use AI to generate questions from any text. And the tool we'll be using for this is called Question8. You can find it at question-8.com. And yeah, the site you are going to see when you go to that site is this one. You can click Open App here to open the app. You will be prompted with a login sign-in dialog. And yeah, the tool isn't free, but you can try it for free. So if you sign up, you just need to enter your email address and nothing else. Then you can try it out for free and generate questions. And that's what we are going to do now. So I create a new collection or a new document by clicking this arrow on top. And now I have a new empty document created. And I just call it dogs, for example. And I'm using the example text here, but you can paste any text you like into this text box where you want to generate questions from. And yeah, that's basically already what you need to do. If I would click generate in the top right corner here, it says generate 13 questions. The amount of questions depends on the amount of text you're pasting here. The maximum text length that is allowed is 10,000 characters. And if you like to generate questions for a specific part of the text, you can select the text, and as long as the selection is green, you will see that the button here updates, and I can specifically create questions only for this paragraph if that is selected. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to run with the default and generate questions for the whole text. So I'm going to start and click generate here. And yeah, now the system is working. It takes a couple of seconds for the first question to appear. And there already is the first question. Who published the two-word naming of species in 1758? I can click that question and I can see that it's like a short answer kind of question. I can leave it like that if I like, or I can adjust it. And I can turn it into a multiple choice question by clicking generate false answer. As you can see, I can do that in parallel to the system working on the questions. And so that's kind of nice. I don't need to wait for all the questions to be ready because that would take a while for longer text. But I can basically start working through the questions from top to bottom as soon as they are ready. And yeah, if I don't like a question, I can just delete it. The generation of questions keeps running. And yeah, so that's basically how you can use the tool. The interesting thing is it will always start with like basic knowledge questions and then move on to more difficult questions. As you can see, what is the main reason for the debate among mammalogists about the inclusion of familiaris and dingo under the domestic dog clade? Also, yeah, more difficult answer option here. This is rather a question that requires analysis. So the system already moved from like basic knowledge questions in the beginning to rather comprehension and analysis questions. And in the end, it will also provide some application questions like this one, where it opens up a new scenario, like if a new empty DNA study contradicted the 99 study, suggesting that domestic dogs did not originate from the gray wolf, how might this affect the classification of dogs and wolves? So yeah, basically, it really helps to just, with the first question, to test if someone read the test and understood it, and with the latter questions, it really triggers the learners and students to apply the knowledge that is contained in the text. That for some texts that's not perfect. Maybe you just want you have a really simple test with a text with just some facts. So in that case, you can just delete the questions. The amount of questions you get per credit are quite generous. So with the 2 credits you get on sign up, you can generate many questions already. Yeah, and that's basically how you can easily create a test or a quiz in minutes by just putting in a text, generating questions, throwing away what you don't need, and adjusting what you want to use. And then in the end, you can export the questions. And here you have multiple options. If you want to make a Kahoot quiz, you can export it as in Kahoot's CSV format. Or if you want to import it into a learn management system, you can use the Moodle GIF format. That's what we will be doing now. So if I click here, then it will download the set of questions in a Moodle format. It will automatically throw out questions that don't fit the export, or it will for Kahoot, for example, you need at least I think 2 answers, and then it will add an empty answer, so all the questions are included. However, you can try out all the exporters. I just want to show that this actually works. And if you want to, you can also export it as text and edit the questions or put them wherever you like. All right. Yeah, let's go to Moodle. And I'm using this Moodle demo here and have this mindful course creation under my courses. And then I can click here on more and go to the question bank for that course. And here I can click import to import questions. Here I see, okay, this is this GIF format. It's a Moodle community text-based format. It's quite nice actually, because I can also just open this file and edit it as a text file. It's really readable. It's not like the Moodle XML format. And now I can pull it in here and just click import. And as you can see, now I have the 12 generated questions in my Moodle system. And yeah, can use them for my course. So we basically just created a quiz or test questions for our course in Moodle in under 5 minutes. I hope this may help some people out there, and leave me a comment if you want to know more, if I should explain more about the tool or yeah, anything around it. Thank you. Goodbye.